Well, aho there, all you Barlow and beer lovers from around the world. Welcome back to Baxter's Blades. You are entering the Tiger Pit. Well, this episode of One More Barlow, One Big Beer is brought to you by JC Mountain Ajar. Thank you so much for this, JC. Blew my socks off. The other day I went to the mailbox and there's a huge box in the mail. I'm like, what did he send me? He sent me a big beer from Santa Fe Brewing Company. Yes, JC lives in New Mexico. This was established in 1988. It's nice and chilled. I've been dying to try it. It's the 7K IPA. Look up. Higher. No, higher. Hi there. We are up here in Santa Fe, 7,198 feet above sea level. We're the ones who made this dry West Coast style IPA with grapefruit, citrus, tropical flavors. It inspired by the area around us, our love of hops, and our erratic decision making at high altitudes. 7% alcohol by volume. It's 19.2 fluid ounces of goodness. It's Friday. I'm off work. Tomorrow's Saturday. Let's taste this beer. Thank you so much for the brew, JC. Woo! Wow. That is good. My man, you have very good taste in beer. Thank you so much for shipping me that large can. Not just one beer, one big beer. So that blew my socks off. This is the first donation to One More Barlow, One More Beer that has ever been donated to Baxter's Blades, and I'm really excited to make this video. I just wanted to wait till Friday and collect my thoughts. Well, of course, he also sent me a Barlow. Oh, wait, that's not it. A Barlow. It's a Salcut Delrin Barlow. And what's cool about this one is it's a spear point, and I only have one other spear point, maybe the one that was sitting on the table here. I do believe these are carbon steel, and I don't know if we can get in there on the tang. It is hard to read. Like, I even zoomed in with my camera phone and tried to figure it out, and we figured out that it's Providence Cutlery, USA. It's just such a really small, deep stamp. And I don't know if that's an SS at the end. Anyways, very cool Barlow. I'm not sure what year it is from. It came relatively sharp. Thank you, JC. So spear point and pen blade. Check out that pen blade. Almost like a Warncliffe. I'd say it's more of a Warncliffe than a pen blade. But no other markings. Very cool knife. Like I said, my only other spear point is the one I had on the table. This IXL that was gifted to me from Michael Rasputin's Castle. So you can see they're pretty similar. Now, Providence, Rhode Island made a lot of knives like these. You know, Imperials came from there. I think Schrade, a bunch of knife manufacturers were from Providence, Rhode Island. But I'd never heard of Providence Cutlery Company. So very cool. It's very lightweight, the Delrin and the more tin-like bolsters. But a very cool one to have in the collection. I appreciate all knives, no matter where they come from, whether they're a $3 knife or a $30 knife or a $150 knife. I do appreciate them all. And just to get a piece of history from the United States, Providence, I'm guessing it's Providence, Rhode Island, where it came from, Providence Cutlery Co. I guess I should have did a little bit more research before I started this. But what is it? Hammer Brand and a few others were also made there. I guess I could bust out my Hammer Brand Barlow, which is very similar. Hold on one second. I'm going to take another sip of this awesome beer. Wow. This is one fantastic beer. If you ever get a chance, try Santa Fe Brewing Company. Woo! Man, just tastes better on Friday for some reason. Well, that took quite a while for me to find this. I was like, what did I do with this? I lost a Barlow? That's when you know you got a serious Barlow problem. Serious. Well, this little rascal was hiding out in my case Barlow box. So, yeah, likes hanging with the case. Anyways, this is a Hammer Brand Barlow. So very similar construction to this. Of course, this is more of a baby Barlow. You can see the Barlow on the Boaster, the font is actually really close. I do believe they're probably from Providence, Rhode Island, and like Imperial. Oh, what's this little guy over here? JC, the man, sent me this Randy's WSG bead. Very nice of him. He thought I would really appreciate it, seeing as I had a big connection to Randy for sure. I've mentioned it before that I don't think my channel would be around without Randy and his shout outs and welcoming me into the community. So such a killer bead. I'm debating on which knife to put this on. I might have to put it on a buck. I don't know, but a very, very cool green wood grain bead from RS Wood Turning. One second. Yes. RDS Wood Turning and Acrylics. Bobby. He does custom pins and lanyards and beads and tumblers and more. Here's his information. I think you can order these Randy's WSG beads from him. And he probably has quite a few. That green is awesome. So a little shout out there. Thank you so much, JC. Thank you so much for this. Really cool. My second spear point Barlow. I prefer clip points. That's why I have so many of them. But it's very nice to be getting some spear points in the collection. Again, this was from Michael Rasputin's Castle. And JC, oh, so I was wrong. I guess this is my second donation to One More Barlow, One More Beer. This would be the first. But Michael didn't send me any beer with it. I thought that was pretty epic to get a box and then open it up and find one big beer in there. JC, you have outdone yourself. Thank you so much, brother. If you do not know his channel, go check him out. Amazing channel and amazing knives and just an all-around amazing guy. Much appreciated. It really made my week, and I'm going to finish the rest of this amazing beer. Very glad I do not have to work tomorrow. Well, thank you all for joining me for one more Barlow, one big beer. You all stay sharp, be kind, do something kind for somebody, take chances. Take care.